Alrighty, I'm going to spin you around here till people jump on the recording. I'm just going to show you the beach where I am this morning. So we have had a fucking shitload of rain last night. It was insane. Like crazy barley storms last night. You can see by all the stuff washed up on the beach. So take that in till people jump on. Everyone who jumps on, say hi, where you're watching from. I was going to say I am rubbing it in from Bali this morning, but the weather the last few nights has been out of control the last few days. This is just very rare. Alright, you've seen the beach. And so I'm just going to wait for a few people to jump on. It's actually really good this morning, taking in some sun. I needed it. I think I rode back on my scooter last night. It was like 11:30 at night and the rain was denting my eyes. I think I have black eyes today because of the rain. So yeah, if you jump on the recording, watch the comments as you come on. And that's if anyone gets on this morning. Everyone will be like, oh, you're in Bali, we don't want to listen to you anymore. That's cool. Doesn't worry me at all. Anyway, I'm just walking up here away from the waves. Let me know if you can hear me too. The waves are absolutely smashing in this morning. It's I'm gonna say the weather's been out of control here. This is like a little creek here. I'm just going to show you this. It's like a little creek and it's like flowing ridiculously. Usually walk across there. I won't be walking across there today. So, anyway, I'm going to keep rocking and rolling. Everyone is obviously at work today, Monday morning. Everyone's probably sad, unhappy after their big weekend. It's really good that I've got how are you, Shay? I got your message. No, it wasn't your message, it was Bree's message. So many Opies at the moment. So confused. How are you today, Shay? How was your weekend? I'm just going for a walk up here away from the waves. This is just like a little creek, but it's turned into a river because of the rain we've had last night. I think up here, it's really cool. Massive delay in this, obviously, guys, so anyone who's jumping on, massive delay. That means you've got to throw through more questions or more comments or have more interaction, then I can keep it rolling. So the heading on this live feed this morning, or the topic, or I always put a topic up there, but they always roll from your interaction and what comes up. But I always throw emojis in there too. But how do you get out of that voice that's in your head? That voice that usually controls most of our actions. What happens there when that takes over, when it's made up? When we got, yes, there is a lot of us. Haha. Wow, there's a massive delay in this live feed. It's going to make for interesting viewing of the recording. But yeah, that voice that pops up in your head, which most of us in life, that's the one that we let control it. Controls all our actions. How do we control that? How do we get out of there and into here? It's something that took me years and years to even understand. I didn't even know. I actually had to go through the Beast Mode retreat to even tap into that and realize, holy shit, most of my decisions in life were made coming from this voice up here that was protecting me from what was new. Cool. Steve Walker, how are you, brother? Awesome that you're on, man. Love your work too, man. We've got some cool names jumping on here. Cool names you've got. When you jump on my live feeds, you got to say hi, you got to interact, and yes, I am telling you what you have to do. If you don't want to be on my live feeds, go away. If you don't want to interact, go away. It's not me being rude or arrogant, it's me being, hey, this is what I'm about. I want you guys to get involved. I want you to get something out of it. I want to know that you're getting something out of it, not just sitting there and going, oh yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Because that's not what this is about. Just wandering up and down the side of this creek here away from the waves. I'll take us back down to the beach very soon. But yeah, most of us, and there's been a few cool examples of this, and I say cool examples because it's been so clear to me now that I know about this. How are you, Tara? How are you today? Massive delay. I'm going to walk down here. But yeah, like I say, there's been a few examples of people around me lately where even myself, where I've been caught up in here. Been caught up in listening to that voice that comes up to protect me. Hayden, how are you, brother? That voice that comes up, and it's, oh, you can call it the voice of ego or whatever name you want to put on it. But it's not, a lot of the time it's a voice we just sort of come up and it's like, don't go there. Don't change that. Why would you want to do that differently? And it questions your actions you're doing to move forward, your actions you're using to follow through from, maybe we'll call it intuition. We'll go with that one. Where you're actually following your heart and this voice pops up. Haley, how are you? Beautiful day where you are, beautiful day here too. But yeah, that voice that comes in, and then what happens? That voice is usually from, say, our old conditioning. Or, how are you, Sonia? Oh, that's cool. Throw me some questions then, Sonia, so I can be more specific. Because this is, it's something we all go through or we all get caught in. I've had this before too, and what happens is, and this is something I've really been tested on by Lee, is at the worst possible times when I'm at my most vulnerable. Because when that voice takes over, and like I say, it's from your old conditioning, or it might be from past experiences and that, and the way you dealt with it before, it's like when something new comes up, self-protection. One of the responsibilities of the unconscious mind is to protect yourself, and usually it protects yourself from what's fucking good, what's new. And that's where we've got to come out here, and we've got to get away from that voice, and we've got to get into this one. Go from the heart. We say lead from the head. No, lead from the heart. But so many of us, it happens. And what happens when we find that the inner voice has controlled my self-doubt for years and still pops up to say, what up? I think it's still popping up. I don't think it's popping up, Hayden. I think your fucking inner voice controls you still, man. That's why we're going to get you moving forward. That's why we're going to get you rocking and rolling. But what happens then? I'm going to use examples. Holy shit, there's a jar full of stuff here. There's so much rubbish washed up on the beach. Wonder what's in that. So much shit washed up on the beach here because of the storms. It's out of control. There's a jar full of, like, I don't know, it looks like boiled animal or something. But yeah, like even myself, I've had times where Lee's like, not caught me out. He's really tested. Tremaine, how are you, brother? Andrew, legend. He's tested me at these times when I started making decisions or coming from in here. That voice had come out, and it does come out as ego, and it does come out of a bit of aggression. It's like, fuck, what the fuck are you talking about? And you start to question things. And when it happened to me, oh man, and you would agree, why do you get confused? Why do people get confused? You're on this fucking, say, a journey, or you're doing something, and you might be going okay, you might be going good, you might be reaching out, you might be growing, and then you're like, oh, whoa, and you start questioning things, and you start focusing all the fucking negative. What do we got here? Is the inner voice sometimes not your gut instinct? Oh, you can call it gut instinct. I'm more coming for the voice, and I'm going to put the name of ego on it. You can call it whatever it is. It's the one that stops you. It's the one that confuses you. It's the one that makes you go like this when you're up at a big decision, or someone's testing you, or you're challenged. It's the one that loses it leads you off the path. And a lot of the time we don't know that. A lot of the time we get upset. A lot of the time we look at it and like, why were we getting upset? It's that one. What do we got? So being new to this, Steve, how do you know you're leading with your head, not your heart? Cool question, Haley. Cool. It's the emotional strength to keep going when things don't work out. Yeah, it's the emotional strength to get going. Do you always want to go forward on emotion or strength, or do you want to rely on that? That sort of sounds like a comment, Andrew, on you're relying on the pain to motivate you to go forward. I think that's where you're coming from. But back to you, Haley. That's a cool question. Dean Adams, how are you, man? Say hi if you get on my live feeds. If you're leading with your heart, it's a feeling. This is the way I see it. Everything we do in life's for a feeling. If it feels bad, if it feels wrong, and there's difference between feeling uncomfortable. If it feels bad, it feels wrong. How am I going to word this without, because Haley, I know you're new to this. I've just lost my way there. This is funny. I'm just up here on the beach, and I've literally just walked into a pile of rubbish. Yeah, if it feels wrong, if you're confused, or you're going into something that maybe it's a situation you've been stuck in for a while, and you get to a point where you know there's something good on the other side. You know there's something there that's gonna go fucking boom, but this little thing up here, it guides you away. It keeps the safe route. It takes the safe option. Or it'll be like, fucking no, and looks at all the problems on the way. How are you, Mrs. Bundy? Awesome. Elaborate. Give me an example, Haley. Give me an example. Like I say, I don't want to go like deep into full technical stuff here to confuse some people. Mind you, yeah, thank you, Tara. Alignment. That's the word that when I walked in a pile of rubbish, I just totally blanked out. I don't usually blank out either. Thanks for that, Tara. It is. Everything is for a feeling. If it feels right, and sometimes you got to test the water. Sometimes that voice in there isn't the voice ego. It's not that voice protecting you. It's actually your intuition. And this is where you've just got to go for certain things. You've got to push outside that comfort zone, because when I'm going to use my example. When I started this, nearly every decision I made was from here. Nearly every decision I made came from protection, came from keeping me safe. Safe from what but? When I started going to something that felt uncomfortable, but there was more to it, I felt there was more to it, I pushed through that. And when I got that feeling of holy shit, that was okay, I started to become addicted to that feeling. And what happened to the little voice that was protecting me all along? It started to die down. And then I just started taking action and moving forward. All right, cool. Talking about yeah, Tremaine, that's where you've got to get in, man. You've got to start moving forward with what we spoke about, brother. Our decision's not based on emotion. I don't even think you can connect that. You should never. Here's a cool. I might lose you here. An emotion is after a feeling, if you want to put it that way. But when you make decisions when you're emotional, when you're clouded, when you're scattered, I love that word. I hate being it, and I've been scattered many, many times. You're usually going to make decisions from that voice. When you're really emotional and you're caught up in your head, there's a difference from that and showing emotion. If you're showing emotion because you've pushed through something, you're showing emotion because that's the result, really. The emotion is the feeling you've got after going through with something, or when you have achieved something, or when you haven't achieved something. What do we got here? When you push through the uncomfortable, you stand in your power. Absolutely, Tara. Spot on. Tara's all over this. Check Tara's stuff out. Love her work. It's great that you're on here too, Tara. Because I've got to be honest, this morning, I come down here and I'm like a bit scattered and caught up in my head because I've got a few things going on today, and I'm like, oh, what was I talking about? What do we got here? Cool. I'm loving the interaction. Both kids are home, so internet is so slow. I'll have to watch the recording. Yeah, that's cool, Sonia. That's cool. This is awesome. That is honestly why I've been putting off joining, afraid of any kind of negative outcome. Even though it's... Well, Tremaine, here's the thing. You've been putting off joining because you're scared of a negative outcome. What sort of fucking story are you telling yourself, brother? That's... scared of a negative. I don't even know what the negative outcome is in growth. That's how much I focus on the positive. That's how much I focus on the abundance. That's how much I focus on the amazing things that happen every time I step out of the comfort zone. It's unknown. It's meant to be unknown because we haven't gone there before, but go into the unknown. That's the place where it's at, brother. Just take that step, man. Decide and commit. And one of the coolest things you can put into life, guys. We don't know everything. If we knew everything, life would be fucking boring. But decide and commit. There's something that you're there and you're like, all right, if I do make that decision, I might achieve this. It's going to be good. The feeling you're going to get if you do that, link into that feeling. Don't think about the negative shit that could happen, the things that could go wrong. Oh, I'm going to fucking waste money. That's just scarcity to the shit house. Thank you, Tara. Yeah. Decisions are meant to be, and ones that are moving you forward or uncomfortable are meant to be scary. They're scary because they're unknown. What is scary anyway? Seriously? Scared of what? Could go right? Scared of all the fucking amazing things you could have in life? Why is that scary? Why do people put that as scary? It's just the way we've been brought up. It's the way we're conditioned. The interaction on here is fantastic now and I'm cranking. See what happens when you guys get involved? I get a spark. What do we got? We have been given an opportunity for a new business, but we are stuck. One, because it's new and we have no idea how to utilize the opportunity, and two, we're stuck in a 50-50 of we need income from our normal jobs but want to throw ourselves into this opportunity we've been given. I think I know the opportunity, Haley. I'm pretty sure I'm involved in that same one. So there's the thing for you, and I'll give you a tip. Reach out to people who have taken that step on many occasions. And if it's a network marketing thing, and I'll throw that in there, there's plenty of us guys out there. I went back 12 months. I didn't even know what the fuck that was. I seen an opportunity. I was in the mining game. I was in like the conditioned of all conditioned workplaces. It was like a prison away from home that gave you more money to stay longer. And when I seen this opportunity, I trusted the people around me. I trusted the people that got me involved. Because in networking, second income things, work from home stuff, that's usually all network marketing. I'm going to put that into that category for this. That in itself is different. That in itself is scary because it's not how we were brought up. But the people who are in there, the people who are in network marketing, it is a personal development industry. They want you to become the best versions of yourself. They want you to make money. They want you to be happy. They want you to have a happy life. They want you to have abundance and freedom. And this is from all of the people that are around me now. So you got to trust them there, Haley, and we will chat. If you're scattered due to things that you need to do but have the backing behind you, the support, yeah, thank you for putting that in there, Nathan, and you're living it right now, brother. And you're living it, and that's why I give you a kick in the bum every time and say everything's going to be good, because I come from that mindset that shit's going to work out. Yes, we have bills to pay. Yes, we have money to earn. Yes, we got fuckwits that don't pay us sometimes when we do a great friggin' job. But if you always focus on that shit and don't move forward, you're going to be stuck focusing on that shit and you're going to go around in circles. Thanks for jumping on for that, Nate. That's perfect, man. I fully know there's nothing bad. It's going to be great. It's just overcoming my own personal shit. Yeah, well, Tremaine, get involved, man. We help you. We guide you through your own personal shit. And guess what? Your personal shit is your fucking power if you know how to utilize it. And Tara would agree with that if you haven't even got it there. So I'll throw that in again. Your personal shit, once you learn how to use it, is your fucking power. What do you think I'm up here doing this now for? What do you think I've got so much confidence? I can talk about drugs. I can talk about alcohol. I can talk about nearly going to prison. Because I know it's powerful in moving people forward. That's what you've got to utilize, Tremaine. And I've been through it. Lee's been through it. The other coaches and men in Beast Mode are going through it. People on here have been through it. That's what is called using your power. Your power is your past if you know how to utilize it. And the people around you, like myself that have been there, we teach that. We guide you. So that should make you go, holy fuck, let's get involved. Your why, Louise? Yes, your why. Cool. I'm going to get back to that in a sec. That's how I'm actually going to close this out. I know this all too well. Fear of doing the right thing for me versus what is right for others. How will you know unless you try? Or change that try word, please, Tara. It hurts my ears. Even though I know it in context it's all right, ask yourself when that moment arises. What is the most loving thing I can do for me right now? Cool. Yeah, that's good stuff, Tara. And at the end of the day, we've all got to be selfish. Selfish. This is going to link into that why thing too. Yeah, there you go, Haley. That's why you've got to trust people like me. I took that step ages ago. And hey, I'm not successful in the monetary terms yet, but I'm involved in a few companies now, and I'm creating my empire now by trusting the people that have already gone into that industry and welcomed me in, because I was open to the opportunity. I was open to change. I was open to new. What do we got here? If there is definitely something I've done and learned, fear is a fuel of emotion. Fear is not real for a start. Fear is that little voice that protects you, but you use that fear. So you can use that, and I think that's what you're referring to there, Andrew. And you're still coming from a place that's motivated in pain there, man. If you're going to rely on that, you even got to change the language around on that. What do we got here? Yeah, well, the mining analogy is true, Tara. And you know, it's not just a mining analogy. It's the 9 to 5, and we always use that term. And actually, I don't know many people that work 9 to 5. I've got to be honest. It's more, I know most people that work 7 or 5, which sucks because they've got to get up in the morning at fucking 5:30. They've usually got to drive an hour and sit in traffic to go to work. They've usually got to sit in traffic after work, so their day's like 14 hours long anyway. That's modern day slavery right there. You have to drive in your own time without getting paid, get your own fuel usually, buy your own food, get to work where you can't go anywhere, you're under control, You get a certain wage. The only way you can earn more money is if you work more. So less of the rest. It's all modern day slavery, people. I didn't even know I was going to get into this. But the mining one is like a segregated one. They pay you like double the amount to be double the fucking time away. What do we got? Sing, absolutely. Pockets of your time. And that's how it all starts. And this is back to you, Hayley. Pockets of your time. And I know exactly one. We'll talk about this when I get on a call. There are certain ways you can go about it. I actually bring some of that to my services actually with getting it out there in the pockets of your time, getting a message out there, developing your message, developing your why. Because if you don't have a strong why and you're doing 2 jobs, you're working from home, when the time gets hard, when you're working late at night, 11 or 12 o'clock at night, and you're like, fuck this, I don't want to talk to this person, I don't want to contact this person, fear jumps in, fear takes over, this opportunity doesn't work. So we'll definitely talk about that, Hayley, because I have many ways, many better ways that can guide you through this time of transition. Hayley, you will always wonder about it if you don't take that leap. Absolutely, Shay. Make adversity your advantage. Jade Opie's on here. Yes, awesome. Just do. Thank you, Tara. That's it, Hayley. And the best way to learn and grow, Hayley, is to really dig in, seriously, and value my time. And I mean value it by putting stuff into practice, by putting stuff into play. Don't just watch these live feeds. Don't just watch stuff and say, yeah, that's cool, I'm going to implement it for a day. There's certain actions that you can take to move forward, and I will get to that. What do we got here? 6 till 8. Jade Opie, yours is more like 4 till 1:30 going by last night. No, I'm the same, but just the words I needed today, mate. Thanks, brother. See you help me this morning. Yeah, well, Tremaine, fucking commit, bro. Get in there. I'll organise that call. We'll get you absolutely rocking and rolling, man. And you will not even question the fear of what could go wrong. You will not even question the negative things, because you're going to have an amazing group of people around you that are lifting you up because you've committed. Your story is fucking powerful, bro. That call I had after you, man, seriously, that fucking inspired me. So if it's inspiring me and you're still thinking in negatives, man, you've got to get involved, and we'll fucking give you a kick up the ass to get that shit out of your head. Truth. I believe fear is real. It can render you frozen if you let it. Need to be used it as a driver, not a weight. Absolutely, Tara. When the fear of staying stuck is greater than the fear of doing, you will take action. Yeah. Most people wait till they're stuck, but most people wait till they're stuck. They're in pain, they're losing money, they're losing time, they're making people unhappy, they've got no energy, they don't know where else to go. Then they get motivated. There's so many better ways to waiting to that last time when you are stuck. Mind you, sometimes you can get stuck when you're going right too. I know I've had that before. What do we got? Yeah, mate, I'm seriously. Absolutely. Let's turn that keen into action. Keen into action. Everyone's keen in this world. Everyone's keen to listen to a live feed. Everyone's keen to have a chat. Everyone's keen. Keen is fuck all unless you're taking action. Love how you're taking this on the chin too, Tremaine. It's cool. It's good. It means you're going to go places, brother. All right, throw some questions in here. Someone talked on why earlier. Your why. Your purpose, your why. I'm going to throw something out there. Most of the people I talk to in networking, their why is fucking piss weak. And you might be, what? I'm like, serious. Their why is piss weak. Most people don't succeed in networking or network marketing and that because their why is piss weak. I've had to question mine many, many times, and I've changed it. Like when I started with Isogenics, I'm like, yeah, I want to help people. I want to help people lose weight. I want to help my family. Yeah, I want to earn income. It was like fucking, I just copied it. Yeah, there were some key elements, but they weren't going to drive me at the end of the day. It wasn't. And I got in it to help myself first. That's the thing. So my why was nothing. My why was just to get my shit together. What do we got? Everyone's changed until they see it comes with a wheelbarrow and overalls. It requires work. Yes. And that's why people leave it to the last minute too, Tara. Because of that work. They know it's going to require work. They're just going to wait for some fucking miracle to happen before they get motivated. But more often than not, 9 times out of 10, it's too late. They're in pain and then they've fucking got no choice. But back to your why. And I want people to put their why on here, please. I've asked this a few times on feeds before. Put your why up here. Why? Why are you doing what you're doing? Why are you looking for another opportunity? Why are you changing careers? Why are you still in that fucking job you fucking hate? Why works both ways, guys. What is your purpose? I want to know what these are. While there's still people on here, I just lost a few people then because I've been dropping F-bombs. That's cool. Or they're going to their 9 to 5 or 10 to 5 because it's late in the morning, or they're on their smoke-go break that someone tells them to have. Fuck, all that shit. I know there's a huge delay here, guys. I'm just going to wait for these to come through. I want to see what your whys are. I'm going to tell you if they're your whys or your why nots. I've been watching the surfers this morning too. Once I done my success priming earlier, I was watching some surfers absolutely bomb out. It was hilarious. If you're jumping on, say hi. Yeah, good stuff, Tremaine, good stuff, man. I know your why, brother, and that's why I say you've got to trust in what your why is. Your story is powerful. For anyone who doesn't know, keep an eye on Tremaine's space. He's got a blood condition, and I was talking about it, and his story is insane. Got into fitness, started looking after himself, realised that. You got to use that stuff to keep moving forward, brother. Have a look at that. If no one's going to put their why for it, maybe I've struck a chord here, or maybe the delay's just huge. Fabian, how are you? Why? Because I haven't been shown a better way. I had the right people to guide me. Yeah. Yeah, but why do you want to change, Hayden? Why do you want to change? Why? What in life do you want? What in life do you want? Why do you want to change? That's your why, not you've given me there, man. Most people's why is their why not too, just to throw it in there. A lot of people say they're doing it for their family. That's cool. What do they want to give their family? What life do they want to have for their family? They don't even think about that. What's the feeling they're going to have when they achieve that, when they get to that point? When you tap into that, then you know that's your true why. Oh, snail shell. Snail. To get myself out of this rut I'm stuck in, make myself free, feel something again. Get rid of this numb feeling. And you know what you're talking about there, Haley? That's most mums and all that. Or, well, I don't say mums, yeah, it is, bugger it, most mums, because that's the most people I talk to at the moment, because the guys are fucking weak as piss and they hide. I just had to throw that in there. But yeah, Haley, that's a lot of people, and that's why you get in. You're in pain. You're at that point, you're like, holy shit, there's got to be a better way. Financially and emotionally, it's all linked. Unfortunately, people wait till they've got no money to make that change, and what happens in then? They can't invest to grow. It holds them back. They're stuck in scarcity. They can't move forward. We're going to have a cool call, Haley. It's going to be really good. You're just giving me everything we can go over here. That's absolutely really, really cool. Saves me asking a lot of questions. Not many people are putting their whys through. Come on now, I see how many people are on here. Say hi when you're jumping on. A few names. Bill, how are you, brother? I was talking to Lee yesterday. We are getting on that call. It'll probably be tomorrow or the next day, man. We'll have to tee it up. Yeah, Haley, what, save me sending you a message. What time are you free today? What time are you free today? And we'll tee it up. I've got a, just while I'm here, while I'm waiting for some comments to come through, I've got a Shadow the Coach day today. My Shadow's actually not here. I've got to go see her. She's actually my VIP queen, the #1 VIP queen in my tribe. Yeah, awesome, Bill, awesome. Tanya Haggard, she's been at Be Your Brand. She slept in this morning. I'm putting it out there to the world. She should be on here. She should be shadowing me round. But she slept in this morning, so I haven't gone around there. But watch this space today. We're going to do some cool live feeds. And this is why I touched on why. Tune in later today. I'm not sure what time. I'll give you a heads up and listen to Tanya's why. Now, I love working with her because her why is so powerful, so strong. Her purpose is absolutely friggin' mind-blowing because she's stepped into her power and owned it. And that's why I wanted to bring this up here. It's more as a lead into after when she comes on and speaks it. The growth I've seen in her since she decided a few months ago, she was in pain, she was lost, she was confused, and she has a past that, holy crap, it's out of control. 2 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Yes, I'll have a look at my schedule. I'll get into my PA when I get back to the villa, and I'll ask her and see, I think 2 o'clock. So that's 12 o'clock here. I'll have a look, Haley. That sounds actually all right, but I've got to check with my PA. But yeah, Tanya, when she gets on after, even though I was like bagging her out at the start here, but it's all good. Her why, her purpose, her mission and she's really fine-tuned it over here at Be Your Brand, is powerful. So if you know anyone that really needs to hear from a different perspective apart from the blunt truth like mine, that will be amazing for you to get on. That really will be. Say hi. No. Oh, just say hi, wave. You got to wave. There's people watching. I think I embarrassed her. That's all good. Yeah, cool, Hayley. I'll flick your inbox when, like I say, when I get back there. But yeah, watch this space. If you really want to know or listen to someone who is truly passionate about what she's doing, and she's only just discovered this recently, but she's just been really going deep. And it really has made me push myself to question my whys, my purpose and all that. And the more I've questioned it, the more it's made me strong. And that's about having the right people around you too. I'm gonna walk away from the beach here. I actually had to come down. I think there's a laneway down here this morning. I'm gonna go through it, see how the phone reception goes, but it's like a meter deep in water. We had so much rain here, so much. All right, throw some questions. I'm gonna wrap this up. There's a few names that I haven't seen on here before. Come on now, say hi. I want you to say hi and throw me some questions. Check out the comments if you want to know what the live feed's been about, because it's sort of gone backwards and forwards. I've actually had a few mental blanks, if you want to call it. Lucky a few superstars on here have filled in them gaps for me and got it rocking and rolling. But yeah, watch this space later today. There's going to be a couple of things I'm going to be bringing to you. Actually starting up tapping into my purpose, your purpose and why. It's a bit of a short course I've got going, which I'm going to extend because there's so many people that are wanting calls about it and are asking about it because they're confused. They're telling me their why. Like on here, hardly anyone put their why on because it's like, well, what is it? What's my why? Do I want to actually tell the world what my why is, or do I know it? And that's why I've extended this, because there's so many people that really need this, because so many people are stuck now because they do not tap into their purpose or why. They use it as their why not more often than not, and they do not know how to go forward. It all comes back to accountability. Trust in an environment where people are on the same path. Not the same mission. Not everyone's why is exactly the same, unless you ask most people in network marketing and they copy someone. But that's just another thing. Anyone who jumps on, say hi. Come on now, a few of you's jumping on late. I've got to rock and roll soon. I've got to go for a scooter ride in the sun, which is awesome. It was like, I reckon we got a meter of rain last night and it was fucking nuts. Come on now, say hi or I'm going to leave. But here it is. When are you guys going to stand up? You're watching a recording as well. When are you going to stand up and say, all right, that's it. Enough's enough. I'm not waiting till that last minute. I'm not waiting till fear is the driver. I'm not going to wait for that. My why isn't because of me or even my family. It's for everybody and the goals of my dream. My why is to inspire. I told you before, Tremaine, you inspired me after that call. But it's you taking the next step and trusting in the process to get your message out there. See, your story is powerful. Once you can harness that, all that negative stuff you're talking about, once you start to work with other people, once you start to inspire other people, you forget about your own shit and you move forward and grow. Oh, I've copped a high. Now, you got to get me wrong, correct me. Is it Tamai? Tamai? Come on, correct me if I'm wrong or right, or awesome that you're on. Awesome that you're on. I was waiting for your message there. I was hoping you were going to we're going to get on a call, but thank you for saying hi, and interaction is key. Who else we got there? Ryan O'Connor, man. When are you going to say something, bro? You're always on here. I'm just going through to see if I've missed any comments. Oh, shit. I got it right. Awesome. Tamai. Awesome. We're going to jump on that call too. Are you still keen to know more info about what we're all about? If so, give me a thumbs up and let's rock it. Because this is what we're talking about. We're talking about what's next, guys. What is next? You don't know your purpose and a why. There are ways, there's a process, there's steps, and it's proven. If you don't trust anyone, how do you do that? You change it. You finally trust someone. You trust a process that's worked. And this is why, oh, look out. I've got people coming through the water. I'm going to go over here because I'm yelling. Yeah, awesome, awesome. Flick me an inbox after this tomorrow. We'll jump straight into it. I'll have to put off my Shadow the Coach morning. But here's the thing. Inbox me. If you really want to tap into your purpose and why, if you really want to know why or how I became so passionate, how I got so connected to it, how the people that are around me got so connected to their why and their purpose, how they developed it, how they had the people just come into their life when they did this. The people they wanted to inspire started standing up and listening. If you want to know how to tap into that, Now's the time to reach out. Now's the time to take that next step. Now's the time to get off the live feeds and actually take action. Inbox me. I'll get my PA to send back the ones that look like they're actually serious, that are actually going to take action, and then we will jump on a call and we will work through it. Then we will say, all right, these are the steps, let's rock and roll. Tapping into your purpose and why. That's what it's all about. Anyway, I'm gonna rock and roll. Thank you, everyone. I got to get going, mate. I'll message. Yeah, absolutely, Tremaine. For sure, man. Thank you for being on, brother. Keep rocking it, bro. But it's that next step. Thank you, everyone, for being on. Jeffro, how are you, brother? Jeffro, when are you going to respond to my messages, mate? It's all about action, bro. I only give my time to certain people, but when I don't get that energy exchange, it's like, delete, delete. That's not being rude or arrogant. That's me wanting to move people forward. Anyway, guys, thank you for jumping on this morning. It's been a bit up and down, been a bit all over the place, but like I say, it goes by your interaction. Yep. Talk soon, Haley. I gotta rock and roll. Watch this space. Like I say, Tanya Haggard, she's just sent me a message. Her why and her purpose is fucking powerful and strong, and the way she delivers it and communicates it inspires me. So watch this space later on, guys, and thank you. Have an amazing day.